Hi, this is John from Prakticala, and today I'm going to review the Longines Spirit automatic watch. I'm reviewing this watch because this watch is actually replacing my long-time everyday carry watch, which is the Seiko 5 Sports Automatic. Now, I wore this watch every day for over 15 years because it basically serves every purpose that I want out of a watch. It is easy to read. You have a large dial, high contrast, hash marks at every hour and at every minute, Arabic numerals all around, plus military numerals all around, date and date. So basically, you can tell what time of the day it is, what day of the week it is, what day of the month it is, all at a quick glance. It is also basically indestructible, stainless steel case, stainless steel bracelet, less than $100 at the time that I bought it, like I said, over 15 years ago. So just a great value. Seiko is also a great brand, very high quality, very accurate movement. So there's really no dings you can really have against this watch. Looks good as well, exhibition case back. So I had gotten many watches over the years and always ended up selling them or giving them away or just not wearing them. And I was always going to this watch every day because of just how practical and how good it was. So never really replaced it. And I finally thought, I've done some work to this watch. I replaced the hard licks, which was all scratched up, with sapphire, which now looks great. I had replaced the movement a couple times because I was a hobbyist and I had learned to regulate. So just done a little bit of work with the watch and it's starting to get a little bit long in the tooth. So I thought maybe I can pass this on to my kids and replace it. And to do that, I needed to have a watch that pretty much served all the same functions, and that's why I chose this Longines Spirit. Now, it is a little bit smaller. The Seiko, this one in particular, is a 41 millimeter. This one is 40, so that, to me, 40 to 42 is kind of the sweet spot for like a man's watch, in my personal opinion. Things are trending now towards more like 38, a little bit smaller watches, but for me personally, I think 40, 42 is a little more timeless. It's not too big, not too small, never going to go out of style, still looks good on a wrist, not too dainty. They do make this in a 42 and in a 37. 37 is really, really popular, but for me personally, 40 I think is just the right size. So good size. The lugs are kind of long, so it actually fits larger than it looks. Has this fold or butterfly clasp bracelet with the logo there. Now I kind of prefer a fold over clasp like the Seiko, but I got used to it, and you can get one that has a fold over. This one just came with the butterfly and I got used to it, so that's fine. Stainless steel, of course. You got this brushed bracelet and brushed case, but then you have these polished accents like around the bezel. You got these polished accents on these links, so kind of a really nice finish, nice little touches here and there. Now I do like that you have these numerals all around. You have the indices at every hour and at every minute. So again, easy to read. You have the date function. They don't have day of the week, so that's a minor little ding. And I actually use the day of the week function more than you might realize. I have 3 kids and running around all day long. Sometimes I sort of look up and go, what day of the week is it? So they don't have that. It also doesn't have a exhibition case back, which I miss, but it has this cool, logo engraving on the back, which is cool. So that's fine. Now the logo and the numerals are applied. They're not painted, so you can kind of see they're raised from the surface of the dial. Very nice, very nice. And the edges of them are also this sort of polished material, and the inside is this really, really good lume. So you can tell, like, even if I'm outside right now, if I cover it up like this, you can see that lume is very, very active. So super nice. The stars, the logo also applied, raised. The hands, you can see there also have that polished finish around the edges. You can see that the hour indices are recessed in the dial, so another nice little touch with those little diamond marks. And you can see that the second hand, which has this red tipped material, crosses over that diamond just perfectly. Looks really good. The movement is a Longines movement based off of an ETA movement, which is fine. This one gets about 72 hours of power reserve, which is a nice little bump from what I used to get from this one, which generally I used to get maybe 36, 48 hours with the Seiko. So nice functionality there. And yeah, just a nice, very refined package overall. Sapphire crystal, so very good looking, feels great on the wrist, easy to read, like I said. The screw down crown also has their logo there, pops out, and then, you know, when you wind it, you can barely hear it. It's just super smooth. So great feel there. Just very, very refined package. So speaking of package, let me just zoom out here and bust out the box. You can see that this is a huge box compared to a lot of watches. I'm like, whoa, my Seiko didn't come with this. And here inside you have this, either it's wood or it's like wood finish or veneer or something like that, but it looks like wood. Super nice. You have your documentation there. This is a chronometer watch, so it's COSC certified. And speaking of certification, the accuracy for me personally, I just out of the box, I haven't taken anywhere, gets about an extra minute to minute and a half every month, which is a couple seconds a day, which is within spec. So no problem there. I was able to get something very similar out of the Seiko after regulating, so that's something to note. That's how good the Seiko movement is. You know, you can pretty much get this to be as accurate as a chronometer certified watch. So anyway, big, nice box. It says the world's most honored watch. Not sure what that means, but very nice package overall. So anyway, yeah, this has now become my daily watch, everyday carry. Wear it every single day. Really like it a lot. You know, I probably hope to wear it for like another 10-15 years before I maybe pass that to one of my kids as well. Maybe I'll go with like a little more complicated watch at that time because I'll be old by then. So anyway, yeah, hopefully you like this video. Let me know if you have any questions, and yeah, thank you for watching.